Hi everyone, my name is Tim Brown, and today I want to share with you all the features that I like about Touchcast. Touchcast is a video broadcasting software designed for the iPad that comes with tons of interactive content. Let me walk you through all the features. So here you're looking at the basic interface of Touchcast Studio. Let's start with the menu along the bottom left. With camera selected, you see that you can control the speed of your recording. You can use a teleprompter, that is, you can record yourself while reading from a script. You can turn your microphone and camera on or off, and you can use multiple cameras, that is, multiple iOS devices at the same time. As you can see here, there are three options. You can use multiple iPads and or iPhones as long as they're on the same Wi-Fi network. You can also control the temperature of your recording. And then there is this great feature that comes under the effects menu. With effects selected, you can use guides, add filters, and you can also add a green screen effect. That is right. If you record yourself using a green screen, you can actually edit out the background and add any kind of image that you like. The green screen effect also comes with settings so that you can fine-tune how you want your green screen to look. And Touchcast also comes with a whiteboard feature. Here you can make annotations on top of a whiteboard, or you can choose a blackboard as another option, and you can choose a white and blue grid background. And there's also a fourth option, which is called glass. That is the transparent background that enables you to record yourself in your own customized background while making annotations on top of that. And as you can see here, you can add all kinds of annotations. You can write on screen, add shapes, add arrows, and you can customize the thickness of your annotations as well. And the best part of all, VAPs. VAPs consist of interactive content that you can add to your screen while you are recording. That can consist of web pages, videos, documents, polls, and so much more. I'm going to actually walk you through each VAP so you can get a sense of how they work. Okay, the first VAP, websites. You can actually add websites to your video recording, and what's great is that the viewer can interact with this website at any time. So go ahead, tap on it. You can browse through the website, read the content at your leisure, and then you can return to my recording when you're ready. Here's another great example of the way a website can be used in your video recording. This is Art Babel, created by the Indianapolis Museum of Art. It contains art-related videos from over 50 museums. So go ahead and tap on their website and browse through it. You'll find some very interesting content. Now you can't see this, but this VAP is a hotspot VAP. That is, it's an invisible marker somewhere on screen that you can tap on to trigger an action. In this case, I put a hotspot right over the museum. So for example, if I wanted you to learn more about this museum, which happens to be the Philadelphia Museum of Art, then you would just simply tap on it. So go ahead, tap on the museum. It should bring up the website. VAPs also come in the form of full screen maps. You're looking at the Pantheon in Rome, so you can tap on this right now and browse through the area. You can also add video as VAPs. So essentially you're adding a video to your video recording. In this case, I have it full screen and I've minimized myself. Now this is an actual video that I imported from my library, or in this case from Dropbox. And when you're importing an actual video file, you have to remember to keep it at a manageable size. The kilobits have to be at least under 500, and the file size has to be at least under 20 megabytes. Of course, you also have the option to add a video as a URL. In this case, this is a URL from YouTube featuring the photographer Nicholas Nixon. If you want to learn more about Nicholas Nixon, you can actually tap on this video right now and listen to it, and sort of put me on hold, and then come back to me when you're ready. And what's really great about Touchcast is that you can actually add a Touchcast inside your Touchcast. So what you're looking at here is actually a previous Touchcast that I created on the Bizarre app, which is an art collage app made for iOS. And I was reviewing it using the Touchcast medium, and here I can actually feature it again. So you can actually tap on this Touchcast, interact with it, and then come back to me when you're ready. Another great VAP is called Document Picker. Essentially, you can add a document to your video recording. In this case, you're looking at a PDF of Robert S. Duncanson. And actually, you can tap on this document right now and read through the article. Again, you can put me on hold and return to me when you're ready. The app also comes with other VAPs from other cloud-based services like Google Drive and Dropbox. And Flickr is also available as another VAP, so you can actually go into Flickr and search for any subject that you want. In this case, I searched for the 100 Museum of American Art and came up with this image. But you can find a ton of images using the Flickr app. Yeah, what's really cool is that Touchcast also comes with a VAP for the British Library. When I think of the British Library, I always think of maps, and I found this great map from the 1800s, United States. You may want to take a look at it, so go ahead and tap on it. I used the video VAP before, but there are also two other video VAPs, mainly one for Dailymotion and YouTube. But you can also import video from the Internet Archive VAP, and so I did a search for the Dakota Pipeline and found this great video. You can tap on it at any time to learn more about this subject. So Touchcast comes with a range of VAPs, including the ability to add questions to your video recording. So right now you can actually go ahead and select an answer. It will tell you if you're right or wrong. You can also add a scaled down version of Google Maps that the viewer can interact with. And there's also a VAP for Google News. So you can search for any topic that you want, and Google News will generate a range of articles related to that subject. Of course, your viewer can interact with this at any time. So if you really want to add some fun to your Touchcast, you can also add polls to your video recording as well to kind of get a sense of what your audience really likes. Another great way to engage your audiences is to use the Facebook VAP. Here is a great Facebook group by MoMA Teens, and wouldn't it be nice if you had a similar group like this where you can share with your audiences what teens have to say about art. Now here's another really cool feature. This is a ticker. A ticker is basically a feed from any source that you can display along the bottom of your video recording. So if I wanted people to learn more about Apple products, this would be a great way to do that. You can also add ratings to your video recording. And you can add stock information as well. Now I have to say I actually kind of like this. This VAP is for quotes. And so you can include a quote and the name of the person who the quote's by, but then also it's interactive. You can tap on it and learn more about the person. How cool is that? There's also a VAP for Amazon. So if you happen to have a book club and you want to refer people to Amazon to get the book title, this is a great way to do that as well. And if you happen to be talking about rare items, eBay may come in handy. And if you happen to have some events coming up, this calendar VAP may be a useful tool as well. Now, for those of you who work in education, you can always come across a moment where you want to talk about a particular day in history. And that's what this VAP is, a day in history. And this is December 3rd. And here you can see the VAP generates a lot of historical important moments. It just so happens too as well that Robert Louis Stevenson died on this day. So Touchcast can also be quite entertaining. They have a great VAP called Jiffy. So you can actually search online and find some animated GIFs. And this is a great one with the work by William Wegman. And there are other ways to engage people through social media, through your Twitter handles. So in this case, this is the Twitter feed of SF MoMA in California. And there's also a very special VAP for developers. So basically, if you are a developer and you can create your own content online, which I just did here, you can actually share that as a VAP. So I actually created this small little interactive website using HTML5. And I just added a direct URL link to this project on my server. And so now if you actually go ahead and tap on it, you can go ahead and interact with it. What I did is I set this up as a touchscreen website so that you can just use your finger and swipe through the different apps that I featured here. And I just did this for demo purpose, but it gives you an idea of the range of what is possible when using a Touchcast. And finally, what I want to show you is not a VAP, but an app by Touchcast. It's available for the iPhone, and you can use it as a remote to go through all the VAPs that you have during your recording to make it easier. You can also use it to go through PDF documents as well. Oh wow, I had to throw that one in there because I tell you, I did not think I was going to be able to get through all of those VAPs. There are just way too many features that are built into Touchcast. But as you can see, this is a revolutionary technology. I mean, you've heard of the flipped classroom. Well, Touchcast is really taking that idea to another level. So if you haven't used it before, try it out. Also, tell your colleagues and other professionals about it. It's really quite remarkable, and I think it's going to take us in some very exciting new directions. So my name is Tim Brown. Check me out next time.